y'all. I'm Coach B.
And I'm Nisha
Hot
T.
toddy, we likes to party. Everybody grab somebody. You feel it, sometimes we steal it. Drama, let's kill it. Come and get your healing. Hot toddy, hot toddy time. Hot toddy, hot toddy time.
We're looking for women like you to partner with us as we take it to the next level.
Hey, y'all, it's Coach B.
And I'm Nisha T.
And it's
Hot Toddy Time with
G-I-R-E. Y'all know our favorite word. Should we say it? We so excited. We are always so excited every time we come on here. That's because our guests just keep getting better and better. Okay. So we are super happy about this one because these are our girls in the organization. Man, what can we say?
Right.
Basketball phenomenons, coaches. So
Real
much.
Real estate moguls.
Published authors. Come on now, somebody.
The list just goes on and on. It keeps going on and on and on. She
on the path to billions.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. They said everybody else said they're gonna be millionaires.
Oh.
They're gonna be billionaires. But you're gonna cross a million on the way there.
You got to. Well, you might not have to, but you got to.
You got to.
Yeah.
So we ain't gonna keep it from y'all long because y'all know me. I would love to introduce the basketball real estate moguls of the world. Takara Williams and Carla Perez. Make some noise. So we gonna go, I guess we gotta go in alphabetical order, okay? Because this is our first time having two guests on the show at the same time.
First time for everything.
Okay, so you asking yourself, how do we pick? How do we?
How you do that?
How do we
We've
pick?
always been told.
Okay. Put it in order. So Carla, we are gonna start with you. Give us an introduction. Tell us about yourself.
Oh, my name is Carla Harris. I am excited to be here. Thank you guys for having myself and my teammate on. But I'm a teacher, an educator for the last 28 years. A basketball coach, love the kids, love pouring into the children. I'm a published author. Finally got into another career, another business rather, that really has my passion, which is real estate. So I'm excited to continue to grow my business and to learn more from great people like yourself, Coach V, and my teammate Takara. I'm happy to be here.
Hey, turn up. All right, Takara, enlighten the world about you.
All right, I am Takara Williams from Hollywood, Florida. Went to Texas A&M University, gig 'em Aggies. Know what it is, you know what it is. But on the journey to Texas A&M, my dream was to play professional basketball in the WNBA, which I did achieve that dream and that goal. Knew nothing about the business that I'm in now, which is real estate, but my sports agent told me, hey, get your real estate license. I followed her lead on that. And it's been one of the best things that ever happened to me. But that's me, a former player. I was a point guard. So I've always been an extension of the coach on the court. So I'm used to directing people, telling them what to do, how to do it, and getting the best option for them. So for me, real estate is just implementing that. My passion is helping people, giving them a solution, and getting them to win at the end. So that's me.
Hashtag pay attention.
Pay attention.
Pay attention.
Yeah. I love it. Okay. Well, we're going to start asking y'all some questions, and we got a custom here on the show that we like to say to all of our guests who are coming in, because we're trying to get deep, trying to get some healing, some elevation, some tips, all of that stuff. So, in the words of my co-host and I, spill the tea with a shot of whiskey. Let's go.
Love it.
So y'all already introduced yourselves, and we want y'all to go a little bit deeper and tell us who y'all are.
Yeah. So tell us about that. We see your career fields, okay? But like reach deep. You know, how did this all get started? Where does this come from? How did y'all even come together?
Okay, so Carter, you want to go first?
I kind of initiated the whole coming together. You know, I have been watching what she had been doing with Sweet Rebound via social media. You know, like I said, we've known of each other, and we didn't really hang in the same circles, or like that. But I knew of her, respected her talent, and her ability. Watched her play in high school, so she was a great player, great person. And so I saw what she was doing. I loved what she was doing. So I kind of like just inboxed. I didn't even have her phone number. So I just inboxed her. It's like, hey, T, I see what you're doing with Sweet Rebound. And I just had this drop in me, and don't think I'm crazy, but what you think about doing a Sweet Rebound magazine? I think that would be like crazy for the community. And we just clicked from there. And I feel like if I had a kindred little sister, like that is my little sister, like we just click, like our brains be on the same Twitch and everything. And so it's been a great teamship, partnership ever since. You can add to it.
That's absolutely right, man. I mean, she inboxed me and I was like, man, I had been thinking about doing something on that scale, and for her to just reach out and say that. And, Carter's well respected down here, man. She's the GOAT of this basketball coaching thing for sure. She's humble. She's humble, but
put some respect on my name.
Yeah, right. So when somebody of that caliber reach out to you and ask you to do something, you definitely take the meeting. You know what I'm saying? So I was glad that we did that, and what we've developed and are going to continue to build is just something special. So I think we're going to motivate young women that do play and let them see that you don't have to just be a basketball player. You can be more than that. And I think we're setting that path and being trailblazers for that. So, Carla's the OG. I don't have a big sister. I'm the oldest. So, she is like my big sister. My mom loves her too. We hang with my mom. So
okay.
Yeah, so have a good time. But yeah, man, that's how it all started.
Yeah.
Family affair.
Yeah, it is.
So yeah, that's y'all almost sound like me and Coach B. The only difference is like you came to her and she came to me, and there was instant connection, and we have been inseparable. And that's not her cousin. Okay. But when God brings you together, it just
there you go.
It just takes off. You can't fight it.
You can't fight it. It's just divine. It just syncs. Everything syncs,
It's
exactly.
That part.
And I know there's a huge narrative on women who don't find themselves being able to do business together, or even wanting to approach another woman to do business. I know that having a team and kind of having that mentality coming up, that might have inspired most of it. But kind of take us into that. Like, have you always been the type of women that wanted to hang with other women or start partnerships with other women? Like,
for me, I could tell you my circle's always been small, and honestly, I do well with guys. I have a lot of older guy cousins in my family, and I've just been with them so much. Like, it's so easy for me to talk to them, and there's no catty stuff going on. So I can't say that I would have thought it would be a female that I could work with and we can grow. But I'm happy that this happened the way it did. But for me, even my social media, when I look at the analytics, the demographics is men 60%, women 40%. So I'm like, well, what? But so that's something interesting. It's just all right, I just can click well with guys instantaneously. I don't know if it's the sports thing or what it is, but a lot of older cousins, and they just, I guess, being around them, you kind of take on their personalities without knowing.
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah.
I grew up around all boys.
Yeah.
Okay, she got a whole bunch of girl cousins, but
and that was it for me.
That was her friends.
Those are my girls that I connected with, and like you said, in my profession, my old profession, it was a male-dominated industry anyway. So of course, I just gravitated to the men, because the females. I mean, now I'm cool with a lot of females in my past career. However, it was still a little high schoolish, and so it was I'm okay just sitting over here having conversations.
Yeah.
When we finish a call, we get into a circle. I'm good talking with the guys, but like you said, I wouldn't have never assumed or expected to click with somebody that I didn't grow up with a female that I didn't grow up with.
And see me, I like to wrestle. I like to play football. I like to do a bunch of crazy stuff. And most of the women that I did attract later on in life, let me tell y'all, they are very girly. And they will be watching. And they'll probably comment, yes, okay? And I'm not, okay? So I guess I was like the boyfriend of the group. I don't know. But I'm like, hit them, and they're like, oh, God dang. You know?
It's so rough.
Yeah, I'm rough. And what's the first thing I asked you for when I found out you was a police officer?
She asked me to put her in the chokehold.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, exactly. She was like, oh, I gotta do something to make you put me in the chokehold. I said, I ain't gonna do it.
Eventually she did though.
Do
Yeah. Eventually she was like, you want it so bad? Okay, come here. And she clinched me
it took some time.
with the arms of death.
It took
I
some
was so
time.
happy. It's happiest day of my life. Okay. Carla, what about you?
She get on my nerves.
I've generally been a loner. Like my sister, one of my sisters, we were like really close in age, so I'd be around my sister. But I'm well known, and I have some sisters that aren't my sisters that I be around. Maybe 5 or 6 of us that we hang around. But I'm really, my circle like real small. But to link up and to say that I like Takara and I speak, I don't know how many times a day. Like we constantly talking, and I do that with no one else. Like so this is the first time I have a consistent communication or a friend or a sister that I just like talk to all day long. We talking all day long.
Yep.
I got a story that just happened recently, as a matter of fact, with my grandson. They were getting ready to my grandson and my daughter were getting ready to leave the house, and he calls her BCB. Me and BCB was on the phone, and so his mom, my daughter said, "Go tell Nana bye." She on the phone with BCB. Like, I can't get my time with her because she on the phone with BCB, and he only 2 years old. He's only 2, and she heard him. He said, "Did he just say that you're on the phone with BCB?" I said, "He should."
I was like, "Go tell my baby bye." And he said it hard too. He was like, "She's on the phone with BCB."
So that's how much we're on the phone. So I get that with
Yeah, but he my little partner in crime too. Let me tell you, if I'm on that phone, she about to get it. He gonna tear her.
I'm about to hang the phone up.
Cause we making those songs. He jumping on her back. He look BCB.
Terrorized.
So let me ask y'all, cause that leads us to our question is like, how did y'all overcome that obstacle? Like, how did that even, I mean, I know it's God, but how did that bond even just, put y'all together like that?
I think when you respect someone, right? I think it's so much easier because it's already a respect level there. Like I said, I knew Carla in the basketball world, so it was kind of simple. It was still second nature, like, oh man, I'm doing that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it wasn't, you didn't have to think about it too much. But with others, like you got to put a little thought into it. Like, what's the agenda behind this? Hold on. Like, let me step back because I don't really know. And I never had that with her. Like, it just was genuine and it was natural.
Yeah. It's so funny. Like we were hanging out last night at her mom's house and with another friend. And one of the things I said, the friend mentioned something about the mom or somebody not liking somebody. And I said, what you have to realize is that your mothers are genuinely able to tell how authentic a person is when you can't.
Oh, look at her. And she's gonna be ashamed of herself coming out looking like that.
Mm-hmm.
You hear that?
So everybody. Yeah, so and her mom has always like, I love Carla, like because I tell her, your mother can know, like you can't hide that junk from a mother. So if I was a shady person, her mom would have been like, nah, I don't really trust her being around. I feel something. So you definitely have to have that. Mothers have that intuition.
No, I'm gonna plug that twice.
They would have been like, say anything like And my mama don't really like her. My mama
This
just
one.
real sweet.
This one, let me tell
My
you.
mama don't really like
Yeah,
you.
whatever. Let me tell y'all what happened. We riding in the car, her little selfish self. Tanisha is the only child, okay? So it's really
Yeah, my
hard
mom had.
for her to share her mama, okay? So we in the car, it's cold outside, and what does mom say?
What she say?
What she say? Oh, you can't even say
She
it.
said she was speaking to me. She said, "Hey, baby." She said,
Nah, say what mama said.
I don't know what she said.
She get on my nerves. See that? She don't want to say it. She
don't wanna say
said, I think she said something about baby girl.
She called you baby girl.
She called me baby girl.
Name something that might be salty.
Your attitude.
How you doing, baby girl? And I said, wait a minute. Now, who you calling me baby girl? That ain't, I'm baby girl.
Yeah.
No, I said, no, I'm about to hang this phone over right now.
You see all this hateration? You feel me? Her mama loves me. We had a great time at the nail spa on her birthday. She's talking to me more than T. So stop hating.
That's because
Okay.
she's just trying to make you feel special. My mom is sweet like that. She wants all the children.
Y'all
to
see,
feel
she
loved.
still want to be.
Yeah.
She just wants all the children to feel love. That's it. Just telling
That's what it
you
is.
the truth. Seriously.
Okay, so we're gonna go with that. All right, so we know in this industry, you mentioned catty early, like there could be a whole lot of competition, whole lot of cattiness, whole lot of just crazy mess. That thinking part, man, I relate to you 100%. I have never had to think one time about my relationship with
Ditto.
Nisha T.
Ditto.
Never.
I can
Like,
say the same.
We're very honest. We don't walk on eggshells. We tell each other like it is. We can tick each other out sometimes. We're gonna be all right. It's just a feeling. It'll go away. But it's the truth,
Right.
you know? And so that's one of the things is for us, you know, there's been a lot of pain, you know, trying to get to this place and have someone so genuine. Does that mean I don't have other genuine people in my life? No. You know what I mean? But in particular here, what has been one of your most painful challenges that you guys have faced?
I would say for me, losing my stepfather, C was like right there in the clutch, like didn't even have to ask, you know what I'm saying? So I could say from there, yeah. And then with like people in business, like we could throw stuff off each other for sure. And she's always gonna guide me because I just jump. Like I'm gonna just jump and try it out. She'd be like, hold on, T. Hold on. Let's think about it. Yeah. So I'm gonna jump off. Let's just try it out. And she's like, hold on, let's go at this thing a little strategic. And we like yin and yang, man. Cause I'm telling you, I was jump.
Yeah.
No doubt.
So that relationship kind of keeping you from your pain points because you'll jump.
Yeah,
Right,
I'm
right.
jump.
She
Man.
said she don't even care. She didn't even look down.
Hey, because whatever happens, gonna happen. You know, I got faith. Whatever happens, gonna happen, and it ain't gonna happen unless we jump. Let me jump.
Okay.
Therefore,
And Carla over here like, okay, well, you
hold
jump.
on. Let me hold
Hold
on.
on, let's put this parachute on right quick.
Before
Okay.
you jump off that leg, can we talk about
Can we
it?
talk about this? Okay. Well, Carla, tell us what has been your most painful, moment in life?
In life, just in life in general, or in
Life or
man?
business?
Well, I would say in life, is I grew up without my mother. My mother was murdered, so I never knew my mother. So that would be my biggest pain. So I think when I get around people who are blessed, like a Takara, to have her mother and her mother like is there and hanging, it makes me smile. It doesn't make me sad at all. It makes me smile. Like, man, I just hope they know how much of a blessing it is to have that mother, still right there with you, to talk with you, to guide you through things. And so I think that's my biggest pain point in my entire life.
I want to plug that.
think we share, because my father was murdered when I was 8 years old. So I think we do, both of us share that component, although it's different parents. And, my parents were teen parents when they had me. My mom had me at 16. So we're kind of more like sisters than mother and daughter, but she never let me step over that threshold. Like, I never got out of place with her. So, but we have a really close relationship. We really do. So I've experienced a lot of death from the age of 8 up until right now, like a lot of death. So a lot for me sometimes, I can end a relationship, whether it's business or personal, just because it's gonna end, and that's it. I don't need no closure because I know that we all can live on. But a lot of times that's not good, because sometimes you need to deal with yourself, and it's nothing about the other person. It's solely about me.
Yeah. You know what? You sound like somebody I know over here. She the same way. It is
to your left.
It's nothing to her to walk away, right? And for me, it's hard. It is hard for me to detach from a lot of people, and she has to help me through that. A lot of times, like, it's hard for me. So I love that y'all share that, because I went through the same thing when I was younger. Lost my stepfather. And for me, it was my grandmother. My grandmother was like my best friend, right? So that was really rough for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, so no, we appreciate y'all for sharing that. And at any rate, it made y'all who y'all are.
Oh, definitely.
It made y'all as strong as you are.
Definitely.
To be able to overcome those obstacles and those challenges. And so that leads us to our next question. You want to ask that one?
Yeah, I'll ask the next question. So the obstacles that y'all have obtained, the friendship, the ups and downs. Our next question. So with everything that y'all dealt with, obstacles, ups and downs, even just the relationship period, how has that shaped your journey?
Oh man, for me, with experiencing so much death, it just always put me in the mindset of you can still press on. Nothing is that bad, because it doesn't end it. Like, you still have an opportunity to continue on. So no matter how bad it looks, you're gonna get through it, and you're gonna make it through. When I was at Texas A&M, I didn't have a winning season. So my dream was to make it to the WNBA. My teammates were not as talented as me, but the thing about it, I was gonna outwork everybody. So that means day in, day out, I gotta work hard at everything. And at the end of my career, I was able to do more with less talent and with less games than everybody. So that kind of let me know, you know what? Your circumstances don't define you. Now you can use them as motivation and leverage, because I grew up in the inner city where it was drug dealing, you had addicts. So yeah, I was a product of my environment, but in a positive way. A product of my environment that I am an addict. I'm addicted to being successful, not addicted to something that's gonna bring me down.
You better say it.
You feel me? Then we
y'all know Evangelist Holmes come out sometimes.
Right.
Okay.
Somebody always make us get up and run.
Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody always electrocute us. Hey, I feel that. What about you, Carla?
Oh man, just growing up, like I said, without my mother, I didn't say, but it would be one of my other deepest cuts is my daughter. Just building that relationship with my daughter. She became pregnant at 16, and me being a coach and a mentor to so many young ladies, it almost stopped me from even writing my book. I was like in the middle of doing the book, and I stopped. I said, who am I? I'm not worthy to put out a book trying to mentor and encourage young ladies when my daughter is pregnant, at 16. And I remember I drove off from my house. Nobody knew where I was. I went to the beach. I got under one of the little pavilion things. And when I say I bawled my eyes out, I cried like, Lord, why am I? And I promise you, the voice said to me, if I didn't let you go through it, how can you go out there and mentor to those girls?
Come on,
how
man.
can you go out there and speak? And I right then and there, I looked around like, what?
What?
And I got myself together, and I said, all right, I told you to use me, Lord, so you using me. So now when I stand in front of the teenage girls and I talk to them, I know what I'm talking about. I'm talking from a place of experience. I'm talking from a place of not having a mother, having a teenage daughter pregnant. I've been sexually molested as a young girl. So all those traumas, the Lord said, I took you through that season because I needed to use you to be able to tell that story and to be able to inspire and encourage others.
Jesus. Y'all, don't make these eyelashes start walking.
Nah, for real.
Look, for real, they gonna grow some feet. I already feel them loosening up on the tip. Like, hold on. They know I slapped this on real quick. This video. Oh my God. Like, and I've been through the same. This is so crazy how we just paralleling on so many levels.
I mean, that's just a testament to other women who will hopefully watch this, that y'all are not alone. There are we are, in what you always say, biblically said, there's nothing new up under the sun. So that somebody is always going through something. And you know, we have to, as women, when we go through these obstacles, we have to push through, because we don't know who's watching us. We don't know who we're paving the way for. So, you know, on behalf of all the women looking, thank y'all for keep pushing forward and telling y'all story to let people know that that's not your end all be all.
Right.
Get up, you go, and God is going to use everything that you go through to be able to, he's going to use it in some form of fashion. Yeah. You may not see it right now. Yes. You may not understand it right now, but keep living, keep pushing, keep moving, and you will see it come after a while. So I thank y'all for it.
Got my shouting shoes on.
Okay, I'm like, do we need to start serving communion now?
Y'all about to make me run out the door and around the building and come on back in. There's some y'all started this.
For real. So our next question, and then we're gonna take a game break in between that one real quick. But how long have you been doing real estate? Now we know basketball, that's for all your life thing.
It don't end.
It don't end. Okay, ball is life, you know. But the real estate side, how long have you guys been doing that?
So I've had my license for about 15 years. I got licensed in 2006. My agent told me to get my license.
Show to it.
You've been having your license since you was 10?
Yeah, hey, listen, I had my license since I was 10, man. I just always used it as it was not my primary source of what I wanted to do, because I was still involved in basketball. I was coaching, we were doing a magazine, so it was a lot of stuff I was doing solely with basketball, and I put real estate as my secondary option. But I was always getting my CE, doing classes, getting designations, and I would do a couple deals here and there. And you know, when I first got my license, I did want to stop playing basketball, because I sold a piece of land for $400,000, got a check for 15. Didn't use my body. I didn't have to run one lap, no sprint. Nobody was like, you didn't get online in time. They just cut the check. I was like, yo, this is it. I found it. And my agent was like, no, I didn't tell you to get your license so you could stop playing, but I still wanted to play. And I, I just went back into what I wanted to do. But sometimes when you have that thing that you want to do, you got to kind of go against the odds. And everybody did know me as basketball. I probably peaked at what I was going to do on the basketball court in my career. And if I would have just pursued just doing real estate, who knows what would have happened. But I also know that if I would have did that, we may not be sitting here now.
Yeah. Come on now. Yeah. Okay, Carla, hit us up.
Well, run that question back. I was so caught up in what Takara was saying. Run the question back again.
How long have you been doing the real estate side?
Okay, yeah. So my answer is really short. I'm renewing for my second time. So 4 years. I've only been in the business 4 years. And that's literally how long Takara and I have been just Sweet Rebound Magazine and everything like that. So I'm still new, and there's still so much for me to learn, but I'm around some amazing people that make me feel like I'm on top of the world, and I've been doing this business a long time. So
yeah. And you guys are in South Florida?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
South Florida.
All right.
Miami-Dade County, Broward County, all that. 305,
all that.
954, all that.
Yeah. So you got a 15-year veteran and a 4-year veteran. So if y'all in real estate and y'all out there, man, hit them up.
Who else you gonna call?
Who else you gonna call?
Who matters?
Hands down.
Nobody.
Nobody else matters.
So get your training in with these ladies. Come on over to their organization with these ladies. Come get it in. And so you guys are partners, okay? So tell us about that partnership, and then we're about to jump into this trivia.
Oh man, our partnership is great, man. Like I said, we can bounce stuff off of each other. It's like when ideas pop in my head, I'm like, hey, yo, see, check this out. You know what I'm saying? And she's doing the same. Like,
so are y'all like investment partners?
Yes.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And then are y'all team partners too for your real estate company?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Tell us about that.
It's easy, man. You know, I think, well, we're with EXP, but we're under the TN5 organization. And I think a lot of times we were both trying to just do things from an individual standpoint. And, you know, we found ourselves just always partnering up doing deals. So, you know, one day I think we came together and was like, you know, why do we keep trying to beat this wheel? You know, it's like beating a dead horse. Like, why? Yeah. Instead of just collaborating, because we can get a lot more done by collaborating. We already collaborate on everything else anyway. So it was just natural to go ahead, put that together, and here we are.
Right. Okay. Well, business partners that are talking every single day need no room for cheating.
This is gonna be funny.
They still.
Okay. So I'm gonna look off on our teleprompter because y'all know he's still developing everything.
Yeah.
So this quote is from Amy Casser, and it says, "You spend ample time dating before you get married, and you should treat your relationship with a potential business partner the same way." Woo! It's major.
I like
All right,
that.
so we're gonna go back and forth on these questions, and then now it's time for y'all to ball on opposing teams.
Okay.
All right.
Together. Okay, go ahead.
It's said, and we just gonna see who gonna say who gonna blame or who gonna
Point at who?
Point at who. If you and your business partner were going on a trip, who would make it to the airport first?
Carla.
I'm gonna say probably me.
Okay. All right. Okay. Who is more likely to skip lunch?
I think I would. I don't know.
I mean, we both not big eaters though. Like,
yeah, that's true.
Eat, but we both not big.
Okay,
so
all right, I'm not gonna skip lunch. I gotta eat something. Like if I ain't breakfast, I gotta eat lunch. I'm gonna eat something.
Yeah,
She might skip
probably,
lunch.
Yeah, I'll work. I'll keep on going and realize it's 2:30 and I haven't eaten.
Oh no, I'm gonna pass out.
Okay. On both. Okay.
So who is the perfectionist of the group?
Oh, it's Carla. It ain't me, because I jump. I told y'all I jump.
She'll jump. I'm gonna be the one that like, oh no, that's not right. We need to look at this. We need to get this together. Or see, look back over this. Yeah.
Okay. Who would be the first to fire a bad employee?
Takara. I'm not. I'm like.
She gonna work it out. She
gonna
work it out.
Trying to work it out. Yeah.
You like me? I'm the same way. I'm like her.
Look, I don't have time for that.
Draining our energy.
I'm like, Takara, you giving the
draining energy, draining bank account. I need you to be making me something and making my day a little easy. I don't need you draining energy and taking money.
Exactly.
I might talk crap. I talk crap with Takara about it, but I'm like, Takara, you gotta go tell.
But you ain't going. Oh yeah, somebody is Valencia then over there. Okay, two peas in the pie.
That's me.
So, who is more professional?
Both are. I think we both are really.
Yeah, you're gonna have to rephrase.
Yeah,
you gotta rephrase that one.
So I guess the professional part, would you say that went to the goes hand in hand with the perfectionist part? The only reason we ask who's the most professional is because like I guess it goes hand in hand with who will fire somebody the most. So I'm the type of person, so I don't care if it's a client or an employee, I will fire you. It's hands down. If you talk to me crazy, if you talk to me crazy, I don't raise my voice. I don't necessarily have to cuss you out. I'm just like, well, you know what? Since this is how you feel, how about you go and do this and do that? But her, on the other hand, it's like, well, you know, if you would just give me some time. So, you know, because she used to mess with me because she wouldn't say it to my face. But if I had a story to tell her about a client, it's like, how can you? But she would just kind of basically without letting me know. Well, Tanisha, you could have
approached it a different way.
You could
have said that a little differently.
And so but from my
that's
old,
Carla.
Again, I'm always go back to my old profession. We were just straightforward with things. We didn't have time to make things pretty. It's just this is what it is.
She's policing the real estate industry.
Right.
No, but coming from your background, you just have to be straightforward. But now I'm gonna be the one that's gonna say, I'm gonna be the one to say, like, T probably could have, because I believe, like, if you're gonna consider somebody a friend, like a real friend, I'm not gonna let her just tell me anything. Same. And I'm be like, yeah, girl, you right. No, I'm like, no, T, you might want to rethink that. Like, we've talked about some personal things. I'm like, I don't know if that was the right thing for you to say, put it that way. Because I can't really have her back if I'm just gonna be over there stroking her and telling her, yeah, you're right. And I know she's dead wrong. Yes. I can't think that way. So that's
right.
That's how I be feeling.
Now I'm the one probably out of the two that's gonna throw the most F-bombs when we hanging out. Like, I'm probably gonna throw the most F-bombs.
She already answered that question.
Hello,
like,
that's me.
They gonna see a whole different mask when we hanging out. It's like, dang, that's Coach Carla. Like, yeah, it's a whole different person. So.
Yep, that's me too. All right. So the next one is, who is more likely to get dressed up for an event?
I will.
Yeah, because she know I'm like, we was talking about in Clubhouse today. Like, I'm beautiful. I'm like, man, can I get me an EXP shirt? Woo-woo. And I'm like, simple. Like, I like fashion, but if I could be simple on the day to day, I'll be simple on the day to day.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get spiffy.
Hey Brandon, what you got on? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. That's splash.
It's that splash. Don't worry, sweetheart. Don't worry, sweetheart.
All right.
Okay, so you already answered.
No, she didn't. Say it.
Who is most likely to curse?
Yeah.
Somebody out on a bad day?
Somebody out on a bad day.
On a bad day? Carla, okay, they on a bad day, Carla would, yeah. On a bad
day.
They gotta press them buttons, boy.
You press the wrong, you press the right, or however you want to consider the right or the wrong, but you are going, like, we had an incident yesterday. So having this car, like, I just went off, like, God, dog, I'm tired of y'all. So they press the button, they gonna get me. I'm pretty much laid back. Like, you think of the age difference. Like, I could tell y'all my age. I'm about to be 51 next month. And Takara
another
is
6-year-old.
I appreciate it. So people probably wonder how the business or the partnership friendship works with maybe a 10-year age difference or so. But I'm humble. Like, that's just my style. I don't care, and I appreciate it. She don't let me stay humble. I can walk around in our community anywhere and guarantee somebody's gonna know me. They're gonna whatever. But I think what my life has always taught me is I learn from other people, and as high as they've gotten, I've seen them fall because they never accepted humility. So I could be the head coach for almost 30 years now at my school, and if somebody can bring me some advice that's gonna help me succeed, I'm gonna listen to it. I'm gonna take it. If I can learn from a younger person in a business that she's been in longer than me, killing it, then why wouldn't I? And I take the back seat for something that she knows, like, and she respects me. I can tell that she respects me. If I come to her with something, whatever, it's in respect that she answers me or communicates with me. But she also realized that I respect her, and I'm humble in the fact that she's here helping me grow and to advance myself in the business. So that's why we work so well together. There's no egos. It's not like I'm coming around like, oh, I'm the big woo. No, it's not like that. So I think that's why it can gel and it can be harmonious, and it's just divine. And it's a long story, but we were matched together by God because of those reasons, because of those skills and those characteristics.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna say to the say again to the social media world, us old heads, we can learn something from these young heads.
For sure.
Same thing with her. I'm older than she is, but she holds a lot of nuggets. But same thing, like you just said, it's a respect, and we both have that same respect. And sometimes older people have a hard time taking advice or taking information from somebody that's younger. And they may just know a little bit more than you. It's okay. It's something that you know too. And you just bounce ideas and advice off of each other. So
yeah. It's some healing going forth in the atmosphere. Okay. So all y'all that's bullying your young managers and young bosses on your job. Would you sit down and learn from these people?
They know something.
Okay. I'm gonna ask both of y'all this. Carla, what is your partner's pet peeve?
Oh, I would say not being direct. Like, say what you need from her and say it. Don't make her try to figure out what you need from her.
All right. Okay, Takara, you on the hot seat. What is Carla's pet peeve?
I would say her pet peeve. Okay, it's kind of like she don't like people beating around the bush either. Like she really doesn't. She be like, man, just get to the point. Like she don't want you to be like telling 5 stories. What's the one?
Yeah,
like,
I'm black and white. Right.
All right.
Yeah.
Like,
So y'all might think those answers are the same, but let me tell you how different those answers are. Takara is saying, listen to this. Takara, I said about Takara, don't make her guess what you need. Tell her what you need and she'll get that for you. She said about me is, don't give me the freaking long story. Give me the short version, the clip notes, and then I'm going to get it done.
Get to the point.
Yeah.
They almost sounded the same answer, but it wasn't.
But it's different.
I get it. I hear it.
So Takara
her
is
energy.
passionate.
Her energy.
Yeah. Takara is real passionate. She like, just tell me what you want. I got you.
Even if I don't like it.
And then Carla is like, get to the point.
My patience. I'm not good with that. Like, come on, man. Take
Don't beat around
All
the
right.
bush.
Y'all both got that right. Okay.
All right. And so the very that's not the last. What is your story with Carla? We'll keep this the same order. What is your partner's favorite color?
Wow. I'm gonna take a guess on this. I honestly something I didn't even know what to talk about, but just because I know how hard she go with them, I'm gonna go with that maroon and that, is it maroon or dark red Aggie? The Aggie color.
The Aggie maroon.
Probably.
Aggie maroon. I mean, I don't even know. Like, that's honestly something we never talked about.
It's
I don't know if you know mine, but what's mine?
No, mine is red. I would have guessed that yours is maroon because of Norland.
Yeah, but it's red. Remember my red seat.
My red seat. Oh shit.
Both of y'all wrong.
Right.
That's why the sweet.
Wrong.
That's why the
But
sweet
you're
rebound colors is
right
that.
in life, because y'all.
God.
That's why the sweet rebound colors was red, black, and white, because those are my favorite colors.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay.
That's crazy.
So that was
We learned something
confirmation.
new. We learned something new.
Here we go. All right. So y'all already know this. And I feel like I know what y'all gonna say. But what is another one of your partner's passions?
Helping people. Carla's passion is helping people. She is the social worker of real estate.
Okay. Look, she made it from it. Ding, ding. All right, Carla.
You know, we get in the chat. I'm dropping mental mindfulness quotes. I'm in the chat. They talking about selling a deal. I'm like, y'all gotta think this way. You know, and the deal's gonna come, but I'm always on that mindfulness. Just help you.
Yeah. All right. Tell us what's Takara's.
What is Takara? That got me. I'm gonna buzz on that one.
Okay. And so I love your question, but we're gonna go a little bit deeper, Takara. So when we say passions, so we all we know y'all do basketball. We know y'all.
I was gonna say I didn't want to say basketball like that.
Okay.
Like, that's so obvious.
So right, that's so obvious. So we all have goals. We have our 5-year goals, maybe 10, maybe next year goal. What is another passion of hers that we may not have talked about, but you know, that's on, unless if it's something that y'all said I don't want to put out to the world yet, we understand.
We understand that.
But if it's something that you know that she's working towards, what's another passion, or that y'all are working towards? What's another passion?
What's a goal?
Another goal.
Carla wants to help everybody. It doesn't matter like what realm of life you're in. Like I'm talking about like nobody's off limits. And I tell her sometimes, see, hold on. You're giving too much of you and you're not pointing to you. Like you keep giving everybody else you, but then
you
you're
see
not,
this one over here?
I know, rubbing your back.
Yes.
So that's Carla. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Carla
just her.
Yeah. And certain things, when Carla sees something, she's not gonna, like, say she sees something needs to be done, she's not gonna act. She's just gonna do it. For example, we were at my mom's house one day. My mom's decorating in the house. And we were talking about some candles that she's putting in candlestick holders. Carla just, you know, oh, you want some candlestick holders? Oh, what kind of candlestick holder you think about putting in there? What kind of candles? Just asking questions. Then she's like, hey, tell your mom the candle's coming tomorrow. Like, what? Like, that's Carla. You know what I'm saying?
Goodness.
So as small as that is, it's Carla.
Yeah,
you know?
right. Okay. Yeah.
And it was my favorite color, red.
So Tanisha, we gonna have to talk because we gotta.
We got similar partners over here, you know. So we feeling each other pain, but we also feeling the joy that, you know, it's like extra joy and the pain that we dealing with over here.
What can we say? What can we say?
Coach B, don't cry your eye off now. Don't cry the
I
lash
know,
off.
because it moved like 2 inches to the left. All right. Well, we gotta. Oh, Carla, did you want to chime in on that one?
Well, I mean, I'm gonna put it out there. I don't know if T was ready for us to put it out there, but we own like 100 million in sales. That's what we own. We trying to. That's our goal. We set for ourselves as a team.
Yeah.
You know, and it's scary. It's kind of a lot. I was like 100 million. Like what? But at the end of the day, if it doesn't scare you, then it's not a real goal. So your goal should scare you. You know?
Yeah. Well, in the words of my 2-year-old grandson, I declare
and I decree. I decree and I declare. He was doing that all night last night. I thought he was talking about a car, and then I listened closely, and then he said, because he was saying, I decree and I declare. All right. Well, back to our questions here. And then, we can ask one more.
Which one you want to ask?
The money was not an issue.
We billionaire status.
What you be doing right now?
Traveling the world in a private jet.
Ooh. I mean, I couldn't say it any better. Like nothing else to say. What kind of jet is gassed up?
I'm coming with y'all.
Yeah. What we hitting at this day? What we working from the day? That's all I want to do.
Yeah.
That's me. Yeah. I was so disappointed that we didn't get to travel because I was like, this is gonna be my first trip. I've been in basketball season. Finally, the season was over, and I'm like, when she told me she was going to Dallas, I was like, in an instant, got on my phone, ticket book. And then when it canceled, I was like, golly, my whole spirit. But we had a great day yesterday, today, working together. So, I mean, I just love to travel. I hate
y'all didn't get to actually be here with us.
Right.
You know, this is fun too, but it's nothing like that in-person interaction.
Yeah.
So I can hit you and like, girl,
you see?
You know,
this is it. This is us. You know, we definitely got to do this in person.
For sure.
No, seriously.
No, for real.
Because me and Takara and I already said we gotta hold each other's hand because we gotta look out for each other.
Okay.
Y'all are awesome. Y'all are both awesome, but it's just fun to talk to another partnership, to another, women that are in partnership, to see some of the similarities, and we get each other, and so I've enjoyed talking to y'all and hearing what y'all had to say.
Yeah. And how you were able to overcome your obstacles. Before we got started on the show, we told them dig deep. And with no bars held, y'all just went in, and that's what we love. Because we've got to show people that your obstacles only make you greater, only make you better. only shape your journey. And man, y'all had us shouting up in this joint.
Man.
Straight up.
Yeah.
The spirit was here.
Okay. Just 2 more hours, my face will be on a napkin right now.
You ain't been to church in a while. The doors of the church. The doors of the church are open. You know?
Okay, it's our offer to extend, yours to accept. Okay. Well, thank you, ladies, so much. It has been a blast. I want to do one thing. It's not normally common for us, but I feel like it's necessary. I feel led to say this. So again, in alphabetical order, Carla, look into the camera and tell your younger self what you wish you knew then that you know now, even though you don't live with regrets.
I would honestly tell my younger self, 1, you're gonna make it. 2, invest as much as you can in real estate and the stock market. Stay consistent with it. I don't care if it's a few dollars, just stay consistent with it. It'll pan out for you. And believe in yourself. That's it. Believe in yourself.
Love it. Talk about your book for us.
So my book, Notes from a Coach, 31 Days of Meditation for Teenage Girls, was inspired from my time as a coach. You know, all the young ladies that I've mentored. And then I'll tell people also about myself, like the things that I felt like I missed growing up. I wanted to put in the book. So I started asking my players, like, what are some things that you would like to talk about? You know, that you would like information about that you don't feel like you're getting. And so they started telling me things, and we talk about and hear from dating to communication with your parents to credit, you know, to self-esteem is the number 1 chapter strategically because most of them struggle with self-esteem. So this book came about, and it says for teenage girls, but it's crazy that a lot of the young men, like my son read it, another young man, and I go out to speak, another young man, just like his mom to this day still stays in touch with me. He was 10 at the time. I think he's like 15 now, and we still communicate, you know. So I just thank God for allowing me to be used and to put my words out and my feelings out to be a blessing to others. So, you know, I have a website for it, www.notesfromacoach.org. So you can check it out. It's also on Amazon, so you can purchase it there as well. Amen. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah,
appreciate you. I will definitely be getting 4 copies.
Thank you. Thank you.
I have 2 girls, 2 boys, and that when you said that the male generation reads it and loves it too, that confirmed that I'll be getting 4 copies of that book.
Yeah,
appreciate the love. Appreciate the love.
All right,
appreciate it.
T. Look at your younger self.
All right, I would tell my younger self to never doubt yourself when it's something that you want to try that's new. With basketball, I kind of knew what I wanted to do, and you know, you always need to plan and prepare for the what ifs. A lot of times when we're in our careers or in trying to develop what we're trying to develop and make it to where we're trying to make it, they're like, you know, this should be your focus. This is it. This is where you're going to pour all your energy into. And what I would tell myself is always keep your options open because you never know what's going to happen. You know, God, you know, we have plans, but guess who laughs at them? God does, because he wants to use us for something more. So always be open to doing that more. And don't be so shy. You know, when I played, I did have an alter ego. You know, on the court, my actions were my alter ego. I never really talked trash. And one of my coaches told me, man, I wish you just talked a little more. And it's not about being cocky or arrogant, but, you know, when you're great at something, you have to let people know and, you know, stop being so humble. You know, we just have to, and you don't have to do it in a negative way. You're just letting people know, look, I'm here. I belong. I'm important, you know? So that's what I would tell my younger self. Don't doubt yourself.
I'm here. I belong. I'm important.
There you go.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love it.
Man, y'all.
Coach
we have a hug. Can y'all come and bring it in?
Group hug.
Oh my God.
That was so lame, but yet it was so needed.
Okay. All right. Let me get these tears off the edge of my
God.
Well, definitely thank you ladies so much for coming on. I pray that we could do more of this. As y'all was talking, I already see conferences. So y'all be checking for them conferences, okay?
Hey, for sure.
Okay.
What you said, we on the
South
yacht?
Florida.
You said we on the yacht, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, we about to vibe the island, so don't worry about. We'll be on the island somewhere.
Okay.
Okay. Island girl. All right. And then last but not least, y'all, please be looking out in March for the crossover. It is the podcast between these powerful ladies, Carla and Takara, coming to y'all. And I know it's going to be power packed. I've already watched the session with them, and I know it's about to be lit. So y'all, please get in there, like, follow, share, subscribe. And as always, we're so excited to be here with you. Yeah, so we gonna.
Hey, y'all be good.
All right,
bye. Thank y'all for coming on.
All right.
Thank you guys. Appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
Right.
Appreciate you. Bless you.
All right, y'all. Bye-bye.
Good job.